Welcome everybody, thank you for joining us. We are Acadia RPG and we're so happy to see you guys tonight. For any of you who may be joining us who aren't familiar with our group, we are a D&D live stream. We're currently playing Field and Forest, which is a homebrew of mine, kind of like a Red Wolf kind of style. We hope to kind of maybe branch out and do some more videos in the future. Something I haven't really talked about before. I have a couple of the D&D groups that are going. Hard to say if that'll ever happen, but you never know. But anyway, you guys are awesome. We really appreciate you coming up and joining us today. And for those of you who are joining us again, who I see yours already in the chat, thank you for coming back week after week. We really appreciate you guys having me here. So,
yay!
If you guys have noticed, our overlay is slightly different. I spent most of the day, some days last week and most of the day yesterday kind of playing around with it and learning how to use some photo editing software and creating a new overlay. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it looks alright. I figure that might just add a little bit more to the stream. So, rather than the last one I threw together in like 2 hours. So, do you have something you want to say?
No. Just Nixie's wet cold nose touched my foot unexpectedly.
There is a dog, as some of you may know.
She occasionally makes herself known.
Occasionally. Sometimes a lot. It's hard to say. So, with that, I don't believe I have anything else to go over again. Again, my name is Shane Stevens. We're joined by Meredith and Brittany, our two wonderful players. We hope you guys enjoy our stream this evening, and thank you guys so much for watching it. So with that, we'll go ahead and jump right in.
Ah!
So, where we last left off, our party was returning from a cave to the north of Evershire. They were tasked by the librarian, the head of the Shining Library, Fremel, to go and find out what happened to a group of researchers that were exploring a cave system and a potential crossing to the Feywild. Upon reaching the cavern, you guys made your way inside, fighting off some Fey hounds as you made your way deeper into the tunnels, trying to discover what happened. As you guys made your way deeper and deeper into the tunnels, you eventually found your way to... you found some old mining gear, recovered some magical items, able to transfer some of your mundane weapons into magical ones. Reached a spot where you heard overheard some talking that was going on between an entity of unknown origin and another entity of unknown origin, because you guys supplemented the fight. You went ahead and through some clever use of magic, were able to notice a crack in the ceiling.
And sheer dumb luck.
Yeah, that's a lot of sheer dumb luck. You guys were able to
subvert the boss fight.
Cause the ceiling to collapse in on itself.
Without killing us.
Without killing yourselves.
Barely.
You assumed killing off and closing the portal, which you assumed was in the room. After that, you made your way back towards the entrance, where you found your way blocked by a giant snail that seemed to have maces for tails. Deciding not to fight that at the moment, you decided to go deeper into the other direction of the cave that you had not yet explored. Upon doing so, you did find the remnants of the researchers that you were looking for in a journal that spoke about their last seconds. You also found a hot spring, which, upon entering, restored some HP, which you guys spent a little bit of time at. Upon returning to the entrance, you noticed that the snail was farther away from the main hole to get into the cave, and you were able to make your way around and then head out.
And wave goodbye.
And wave goodbye to the snail. You guys headed back along the way you came, stopping at the forest of the squirrel folk, who was one of their youngins you saved on your way out from a tree. You guys spent the night and had a delicious meal, spending it within a nice quiet home with some simple folk. You guys continued along your journey, stopping at a few notable places along the way, so eventually you made it back to Evershire. Upon walking around its massive walls and cliff sides, you eventually made it to the front gates, where you noticed there was a long string of rather, I don't know how you want to say it.
Bedraggled.
Yeah, bedraggled. Sure, I like that word. It's canon. Bedraggled looking people who were standing in line to get in. Upon speaking to some of these people, you found out that the local town of Hayvale was attacked by unknown entities. And these were the refugees coming to Evershire, as that's the closest city. Trying to make their way in and try to find. He's noticed that there was a long stream of these people, and a lot of them making their way down into the. I don't think we have any paper towels.
No.
I have some tissues.
Yeah.
Sorry, we had a spill. It happens.
Why?
Here's some tissues.
Thank you. Okay.
Spills happen.
So,
Okay.
so sorry, Chief. You cannot be in my mouth. I'm so sorry.
So that you guys waited in line patiently, eventually made your way over to the proper gondola. I almost always forget what those things are called. And made your way towards the second tier of the city, surrounded by not a lot of refugees going into the second tier. Most of them who are heading to the lower tier of the city, the first tier. But you guys were making your way to the second tier riding the gondola. And that is where we left off. You guys were riding on the gondola. It was slightly more packed than usual because people were waiting to get in. Some merchants and some finer folk riding on this particular gondola. You eventually make it down to the terminal, and you are led out into the bustling city. What would you like to do?
What time is it?
The time is a little past midday.
Okay, we got plenty of time to go to the library.
Right, the library. Place filled with books and the lady that we were supposed to talk to, right?
Correct.
Okay, let's go. Come on, Daff.
So you guys
So to walk to the library.
are gonna head to the library.
Why not?
Okay. So you make your way through the bustling city. You notice that the hush, the people, the mood is slightly shifted from the last time you were here. You hear snatches of people talking about, because you hear about the attack. I can't believe where did it come from? You hear just all sorts of different people talking about the refugees coming in and what happened and why it happened and who did it, and no one really knows anything in particular from what you can see. As you guys make your way up to the library, it is a little bit more packed than usual because it seems like some people you hear snatches of people who are considering leaving decided not to in news of the attack on the local town. So you guys make your way through. It takes you a little longer than usual, but you've made your way to the library before, the Shining Library, quite predominantly in the second tier, reflecting the glorious waterfalls that surround the city and its cavern state. You guys eventually make it to the front gates where you are allowed entrance. Are you guys gonna make your way up to
The lady.
the lady?
Yep.
Second.
Can't remember her name. Fremmel?
Fremmel.
Fennel. Okay.
Huh?
Fennel.
Fremmel.
I know.
Fremmel.
Fennel.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys make your way through the library. I'm familiar with it and allowed to do so because you are able to show your badge of the Maple Archivists. You eventually make your way up, and you find yourself at the door to Fremmel's office. Yes, come in.
No. Walk in.
They see you open the door. You see Fremmel, a bit disheveled. She's kind of like on her desk writing down notes, and like you notice that there's some papers like stuck to her wall, like among some of the adventuring gear.
Wait, did you say that she's on her desk?
No, like hunched over her desk.
Oh, okay.
If I said on her desk, I apologize. That was a slip.
Sorry, I could just picture her on her desk, like, writing in that.
No, you see kind of like some genius moment stuff going on. Like you see like notes all over the walls, and like there's like some pieces of string. And you see some like stuff hanging from like she has like this mounted head, like this beast with tusks on it. And there's like notes pinned onto the tusks.
Of course.
And there's like notes over the place, and she's like, you're back. I apologize for the mess. I've been non-stop studying this journal. It's extremely interesting.
I don't think she's gotten any sleep since we left her.
Perhaps not. I'm afraid we have some bad news for you.
Yes. What's the news? What happened to the researchers?
They're dead.
Yeah.
All we could find in the caverns were remnants of clothing, torn and bloodied.
And books.
You said books.
And a giant...
A single journal, yes.
And like a giant snail that had like stones on his back and like... Yeah, it's cool.
We did not bring that with us.
Wait, a giant snail?
Yes.
Like, did it have like...
Crystals and like maces or stuff like that on it?
It had
yeah.
like a spiky tail, like
Yeah.
a couple tails?
Yeah.
Oh my. She like has to sit down for a second. She's like, you didn't dispose of the creature?
No.
Oh. That is interesting news. That is what is known as, but you may not know, is a flail snail. Their body parts are, yes, actually called flail snail.
Oh god.
Yeah, I think it's one of those remnant monsters from the D&D universe that they keep moving along. Anyway, its body parts are worth a significant amount of gold. The shell alone sells for 3,000 gold pieces.
Well, he wasn't hurting anyone and he's really nice.
And we had no way to transport such an artifact.
Even the snail trail itself is worth money. It kind of leaves like a crystalline form, so I'm told.
Well, we don't have anything on us, do we? I mean, like, we stepped through it, didn't we? Like,
If you're many of those items on the snail's corpse are worth quite a bit of money, and I would be interested in some of them for research purposes. If you happen to find your way back there, I'll pay you good money for anything you can get off that snail.
well, you also know where he is. Please don't kill him. He seems really nice, and there's a hot spring too.
Hot spring?
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting. Sounds like quite the cave system.
Yes, and there was also a place that we caved in, and it seemed like there were these evil death hounds, and then I heard that Faye heard somebody else talking to them, and didn't you say his voice just stopped all of a sudden? He vanished from us?
Yes, this was not an isolated attack by creatures. Something orchestrated this. You may be correct about there being a doorway to the Feywilds in that cavern.
So you see a kind of a
It's not
shadow.
the snail. The snail seems really nice.
A shadowed look come over her face as she kind of hears some of this news. Hold a second. I don't want the dog to pull down the camera equipment.
Go ahead, Nixie. Go on.
Go ahead.
Go on.
There you go. Nope, leave the cable. Thank you.
She's like, what?
The camera equipment is precariously placed on the couch, and I don't want the dog to knock it over. Like that.
Well, the world is moving, guys.
It's not an earthquake, I promise. Not in California. So, she says, oh, that is by far troubling news. I was hoping this would be an isolated incident, not something that would be orchestrated.
No such luck, I'm afraid.
You wouldn't happen to find out the name of the creature that was speaking, did you? Or anything? Did you see him? Anything
No.
about him?
We only know that he spoke Sylvan.
And it's just one of my fears. It is from the Fae. I'm not sure exactly what plans they have in. There's different factions of the Fae. How familiar are you two with Fae politics?
Somewhat.
None whatsoever.
Well, I'll be happy to...
No, thank you. I'm a kid. I don't like politics.
Okay.
You can tell Faye. She likes that boring stuff. She's old. I mean, you're not old like Orthreus, but you are older. You're an adult, and so adults like that stuff. I'm not an adult, and it's boring. Really boring. Sorry, Faye.
I mean, if you're not interested, I don't have to share the information.
Most of my knowledge of the Fae boils down to avoiding them.
Well, you're not necessarily wrong on that point. To give you a brief description, the politics of the Feywild break up into two major courts. The summer court and the winter court.
The seasons, yeah. The warm season and the cold season. 2 seasons.
Yes, there can also be known as the Seelie Fae and the Unseelie Fae, which are two similars but opposites at the same time, ruled by their archfey, the king and queen of each division. there's also other outliers that vie for power in their own right, in some ways. Some of them are just bored, some of them have interest in the lives of mortals, some of them do not. Just depends on the type of fae. Although there is a couple archfae that are known to be a bit troublesome and have desires of their own court. But for that, they need land which they don't currently have. Hopefully it's not one of them, but we'll see.
If it's fae that don't have land, then they might want to try to take our land so then they have land so then they have certain sort of power. Right?
Potentially. Or it could
That's
be...
the only thing I maybe can understand in this whole freaking thing of politics.
It could also be potential that one of the courts has desires on our land.
Now,
Because we've had minor communication with them in the past.
probably not.
They
Probably
said-
my idea.
She comes over and pats you on the head. Yes. Possibly, yes. The politics of Fae don't tend to bother us much, but sometimes they like getting others involved in their squabbles. It could be troubling.
They like to meddle and they don't care about collateral damage.
Typically, yes.
So, like a toddler?
Now, these hounds, you said they were Yeth hounds.
Yes.
Interesting. They have a tendency to be gifted from higher Fae to lower Fae as minions. So, this is interesting indeed. Oh.
Tested hand.
I was like, what the heck are you... I'm like waiting for you to like talk because I thought you were going to say something.
No. She's just looking at me like, what's going on? Sorry.
Sorry, adorable puppy dog wig. So, yes. It'll be interesting to say the least. I'm sure you've heard of the attack.
Yes.
What were your plans following helping me out with this task?
What do you mean?
Well, were you planning on heading back to Mapleton? Or did you have other designs here in Evershire? Or what plans did you think you might have going forward?
Our only task was to deliver the journal to you.
I see.
And then Orthria said that we should probably stay and help if there's anything that she wants help with.
Which you have most definitely done. I think I might have use of you again if you so desire. I would not recommend returning to Mapleton right away, as that if the
Havel.
Hayvale was in the pathway heading back that direction. But I do have something a little bit more general for you, if you're interested.
Like what?
Well, my particular set of skills have allowed me to contract Orpheus and Bromwell
Oh.
and discuss the plan going forward. I have gotten the librarians here to start copying this journal into multiple copies. We have other contacts. As Orpheus has probably told you, we had a little bit of a wild streak in our young ages. That's why we all know each other so well, as we had a little bit of an adventurer's guild between the few of us. And there's more of us that are spread around the Empire, or the Dawnwood. And they would also be very interested in this journal, as we all have taken some form of scholarly pursuit in our older years.
I can picture you being adventurous, but I can't picture Orthrius being super adventurous or Bramble.
Bromwell was quite the adventurer too. All of them were.
Didn't Orthreus teach you how to sword fight?
Yes, but he's always been old.
I see. No.
So,
Bramble's just boring too. Maybe Orthrius, but Bramble, no.
yes, it's quite maybe hard to believe, but we were quite the adventurers back in the day. Had many a good time. Kind of see her get like a faraway look, and she kind of like
Misty.
reminisces. Yeah. Like you can almost see,
Single tear.
you can almost see like the flashback like bubble floating above her head as she's like reminiscing.
So you wish for us to deliver these copies? Is that it?
That would be my request, yes. Believe it or not, we are quite spread out through a lot of the major cities in the Dawnwood. You can take your time, you head to whichever one you wish, but if you're able to do this boon for me, it'd be greatly appreciated. I do believe we need to starts planning ahead for what could potentially come of this.
You think these are the seeds of a much bigger problem?
I do, even bigger than maybe problems we may be facing in the Fae. It's quite unfortunate. But if I need to get my sword out, kick some ass proverbially again, I'm willing to do so.
Oh, we absolutely believe that's true.
She kind of like looks at you, doesn't know how to read. Kind of like, yes. Well, it'll be a few days before these copies are ready. I've had 1 or 2 made so far, but there'll be a total of 4 that I'll need you to be delivered. So if you're willing to wait a few days, I can make sure it's worth your while. Oh, and then there was also the thing I promised you some of my old items.
Yeah.
For taking care of the adventurers, or the researchers.
Oh, we wouldn't dream of imposing.
No, you've done good work. I'm happy to spread the wealth.
We did a lot of work. We walked all there. We figured out stuff. We came all the way back.
A job well done is its own reward.
Well, yeah, but she promised cool stuff if we did it. And we did it, so we should get the cool stuff.
She says, well, here, I'll give you some choices, and you can have your pick of 2 of them.
Yes! Okay!
So the first, and she kind of like goes through, and she's like moving her notes around, she's rummaging through some stuff. You notice, like, on the wall, you see like this weird, strange rod that's been sitting on the wall. And she brings it over to you, and she says, this, while may looking somewhat mundane, is quite the interesting magical item. This is what is known as an immovable rod.
Yeah.
She says, if you notice there's a button here on the end, and she clicks the button, and after doing so, she then grabs the rod, and she manages to do a push-up, or a pull-up. And she kind of hangs there, and she actually does like some gymnast shit. Like she kind of like goes up, and she like spins around. How else do I describe it, yo? I'm no gymnast. Anyway,
It's the yo that I object to.
I know.
Okay. So yeah, she manages to kind of like do some stuff, and then after she's done, she presses the button, and the rod moves freely. She says it's quite powerful. It can carry a lot of weight, and you can be held in space. And I actually have a pair of these. There's 2. I'd be willing to give you both for the price of 1 magic item if you're interested. Quite useful. They kind of not like every situation perfect, but in many situations it is very. So it can come in handy. The next item I have, as she sets that down on the table in front of you, she kind of clears out some space from her notes that kind of go flying around. She goes over to a kind of a head, like a mannequin head, and it's got like a top hat, and then it's got some goggles on it. And she pulls the goggles off, and they're kind of like steampunk-looking goggles. She brings these over to you, and she says, these are very interesting. And she kind of hands them to Pip, and she says, here, put these on.
Okay.
Put them on. All of a sudden, everything becomes super bright. It's not like blinding, but it is bright.
I don't like this.
She says, those are goggles of night, as they're called. They give you dark vision up to 60 feet, whenever you're wearing them.
Whoa.
So I don't know if you all have dark vision or not, but this can be quite useful if you need it.
I got a shining coin.
Oh, oh, that is intriguing. Because what about if I see it?
You are seeing it now.
Do you mind if I touch it or hold it?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so she kind of takes it. She kind of examines it a little bit. You kind of see her fingers go on the familiar form as she casts Identify. She's like, oh, this is quite interesting. Huh. Very useful. Here you go. She hands it back. But she says, those are 2 of your choices. The next one I have is and she kind of goes off the wall, and she pulls a set of armor. It seems to be leather in nature. And hold on a second, I'll pull the stats because I wrote it down, but I didn't write down what it is. 1 second.
The Song of Shame.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another one.
Yep. This is the, I'm figuring it out.
The loading music.
Could be horse flops, could be shame, you never know. You don't hear the dog snoring yet, so at least there's that.
Ambiance.
Ambiance. It's fine. Where'd it go?
You can't find it, guys. It's gone.
Here it is. It's actually not made of, it's kind of like, it is kind of leathery, but it also seems to be studded with different, like almost like purpley gold pieces of plate running across it. And she says, this is adamantine armor. This is quite interesting, and in fact, its main pursuit is that if somebody was to seem to get in a good hit on you, that's to say a critical hit, it will negate that good hit because of the strong plate and defenses. She sets that down.
That would be good for you.
It is
Sort of
medium.
armor is my style.
It is medium armor. It's more like...
Are we large creatures?
No, it's not. It's medium as in like
And you're
like ability.
you
So
can
it's
you
like-
can use medium armor.
It's actually, in particular, it's scale armor. So it's kind of like got leather, and then it's got like scales like woven in. Typically, scales done with chainmail, but I like it with leather better. So flavor adamantine armor.
Flavor.
And she says that's option number 3. And the last one I have.
Last one.
Is this. And she goes over and she pulls a pouch off from a section of the wall. She says, this is a pouch of holding. And you may have heard of a bag of holding. This is very similar, and other than the fact that it holds less. But very useful nonetheless.
So we got the immovable rods option, the goggles that can see in the dark, the cool armor for you, and a pouch of holding.
Yes.
What do you think, Faye?
The goggles would be very useful for you,
Yeah.
so you don't need to hold my tail whenever we leave the light.
I also hold on to my coin.
That's 5 feet of vision, Pip.
But it's 5 wonderful feet of vision. 5 feet is perfectly fine for people, and
It's just enough feet for other creatures to see you.
it's true. What else would you say we should have?
I can see the immovable rods becoming very useful.
How so?
They can be used for climbing because there's 2 of them.
Yes. You could also have someone chasing after you, stick it up in the air, press a button, and have it go through someone's head.
They would have to be going very fast.
Yeah. Or I could block them out and stuff like that. Like, yeah. I don't know. I was thinking the goggles would be cool. The rod's kinda cool. The armor would be good for you if you wanted it. And the pouch of holding is also kinda cool. I will take the goggles.
Since you want the goggles then.
Yes, please.
Okay. She hands over the goggles. You now have goggles of night. I believe they're called.
So the pouch of holding, does that have like a set diameter that you have to be able to fit things in?
Yes. It's similar to a bag of holding, and I'll give you the dimensions. It's kind of a variant of a haversack, because a haversack is made up of many pouches, and it's similar to a pouch and a haversack. Which if I'll go open with the exact stats here, 1 second.
I don't know how to spell goggles.
Goggle.
G-O-G-G.
It's not armor.
Ah, dang it.
The handy haversack.
I don't like this part of D&D Beyond.
Pouch, 2 side pouches.
Goggles of
Each
night?
side pouch has a volume of about. So what?
Goggles of Night.
Goggles of night. The 2 side pouches can hold up to. Go ahead and let's split the difference on this one. So
Excuse me.
we'll say that it can hold up to 8 cubic feet or 100 pounds of material. It's actually going to be like the central pack on a haversack. So a traditional bag of holding is actually quite a big bag. So we'll call it a pouch of holding.
You can put many things in it. Could even put poisonous, deadly things in it.
Like a swarm of bees.
It's true.
Or 4 snakes.
Undead snake.
It's a joke, guys. I'm sorry.
I believe we've made our choices.
What would you like for your second item then?
The pouch of holding.
Happy to give it. And 2, these other items I'm not necessarily attached to. I think if, maybe if you were interested in purchasing, or perhaps doing one more favor for me, I'd be happy to release one more.
What favor? So maybe we can get those
Rods of
immovable
rods.
Yeah. Yeah, those.
For the rods, if you were to, we've been having a problem. One of the booksellers, who we purchase books from for the library, has been having a bit of issues with a local guild of undetermined nature. We have he seems to be, from what I understand, he dealt with some issue. He did some back alley deals with the local thieves guild, and is now into a bit of trouble. He provides a lot of our rarer works through his contacts, and we'd prefer if he wasn't taken up by the guild. So maybe if you were willing to give him your assistance, I'd be willing to give you the rods.
What is his name?
His name is Rob.
Rob, the book merchant.
Rob is having a problem with the Thieves Guild.
He is. Deal with it.
Book.
Who's the head of the Thieves Guild? Nick?
God.
His name Billy Bob? No, I'm just kidding. Yes.
Rob,
Robert.
the book guy.
He runs the establishment. It's known as the Mariner's Curse.
Okay, the curse.
The Mariner's Curse.
Is the name of the bookstore?
Yes. He likes horror books is what he does for money.
The curse. Okay. I'm only able to put down things that I can like.
Keyword, Shane. It's note-taking 101.
This is your wife.
Yes.
More words don't help. Fancy words don't help. Even though fancy words are nice, for notes for your wife, they don't work. And things that she can spell, she's
I mean, we could just call it the bookstore, but what's the
no.
interest in that?
Rob the book guy.
It's for flavor.
Flavor. Rob the book guy.
We could just be like, okay, you guys go to the local tavern, you guys go to the bookshop, you guys go... In every town, it's just called the bookshop. It's all run by the same guy.
Like the Pokemon Center.
My cabbages.
This isn't Pokemon. This is D&D. We need flavor. Flavor. That's what makes the story interesting. Otherwise, it's just us sitting around talking about random shopping trips. So, she says, yes, if you were to go help him with this problem, I'd be happy to give you these rods and maybe some gold pieces to help along as well.
Very well.
Should we do that, and then we'll come back for the books, and then we'll go and figure out something else after that? Does that sound good?
Yes.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
And I will prepare a note or a piece of parchment that will give you guys the information on how to reach the rest of our contacts, our old group, if you will.
Oh, also, you said that you were able to get in touch with Orthreus and Bramble. Do you think you could send them a message?
I can, yes. What would you like to say?
That we are here safe, that we're doing well, that we're worried about the things that attack the place nearby, and ask Orthreus to let my mom know that I am safe.
Got you. Yes, I will be happy to send that message out to them.
Thank you. I just thought they were going to.
I will not be able to do so today, but I will do so soon.
Thank you. That's all that matters, is that they can get it.
Anything else you would like to know from me?
Well, there's a lot of things I would like to know, but I don't know if you know all of it.
I believe it's time for us to go to the bookstore.
Yes. Oh wait, is there any place that has like really good yummy food nearby?
My personal favorite is there's a cafe nearby.
Cafe.
It's known as the croissant.
Croissant. I knew one called the baguette before.
You gonna be okay with it, Brittany?
I'm fine.
Would you prefer if I pronounce it differently?
No, your pronunciation is fine. I've heard much worse.
Croissant.
Don't do this to me.
They make wonderful pastries and have some delicious tea as well.
Oh, it hurts so much. Stop looking at me like that. It's making it worse. Ow.
So you thought you came here to watch D&D. What you're really here for is how low can we bring Brittany's estimation of the human race?
I mean, I gotta come up with something off the top of my head.
How many thinly veiled references can we stuff into one encounter?
I mean,
That was not a challenge, Shane.
I can keep going. Maybe
Let's
that's
just go to the bookstore.
Okay. And if we get hungry, we can stop at the croissant and have food. And hopefully they have tea there. If they don't, I'll be very mad. It's a cafe and needs to have tea.
She said it did.
She did? Oh, good.
Yes.
Yep, she said it had delicious tea.
What I heard was goodies.
No, I heard they.
Okay. See how much I'm paying attention.
Much appreciated. Not like I put a lot of work into this or anything.
What does it say?
Just teasing. Huh?
Oh, I thought you were reading the chat.
I'm like, I can't.
No.
I can't see what the chat says. Sorry, everybody. I can't read the chat.
Do you not have the chat pulled up on your phone?
No, it keeps dying on me.
Oh, that's fair. Here, you guys can keep the chat in the middle if you guys want.
Hell yeah, I sell books now. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So with that,
Disapproving expressions for 60% of the stream.
yeah,
I
okay.
do them so well.
I accept how I am. Not support instead of stream. It's okay. So with that, you guys want to head out to the book seller?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
Rob
she wants
the
to stop
book
for
guy.
lunch first.
You guys want to stop at the
Don't say it, just bring us there.
croissant? Okay.
My character's stomach's probably like rumbling.
Stop it!
So you guys are gonna head over to the cafe. You guys head there. It's not too bad. They charge you about...
But we didn't split up the silver we got.
It's about a silver per person. For some delicious pastries and tea.
Okay.
It wasn't located too far away. You can see why Fremel frequents the joint. It's not located very far away from the outside of the Shining Library. So, and it was a nice little place. It's got some outside seating. It's got some inside seating. The waitress was very nice and pleasant. The person who made the tea was on point. You guys got a whole pot to the table. It was good. So, and good pastries, light and flaky. So, as per the name.
Light and flaky, just like that.
You haven't run away from a fight yet. It's fun.
No, just brain cell wise, kind of flaky.
Oh, I mean, I was gonna say anything. Just kidding. So you guys head out.
Hey, both of my brain cells are working overtime with that rock trick.
I mean, you guys lucked out on that one. So the dice were with you that day, but will they be with you today? Actually, they're really not. The guys
They really weren't.
They can't decide if they want to like screw you guys over or if they want to help you.
I know. It's like, one minute they're like, oh, on the most useless things, 20!
You want to perfectly balance a corpse? Have a 20. You want to walk quietly? No!
That poor guy, he's gonna be like ruined forever. He thought he was having a heart to heart with him, and with the boss, and he was like,
Damn.
turned out he was dead. Will never be the same. Although I think we killed him anyway. I remember.
Why do you do this to her? Why do you torture her? Oh yeah, I also have -1 intelligence.
That's fair.
So.
All right, so you guys have a delicious lunch. Well, kind of like late lunch, I guess you could say, at the cafe.
A normal lunch for me then.
Yep. So you guys are gonna head to the bookseller. He is also located into the second tier or the second level, I guess you could say. It takes you a little bit. I'd like one of you guys to roll an investigation check for me. See how quickly you locate the bookseller.
You should. I have -1 in
Oof.
investigation.
17.
17. All right. You ask.
Ah!
You actually ask the waitress while you're at the cafe, and she points you in the right direction. She frequents the establishment. She's a fan of horror novels, detective mysteries and horror novels and things. So she talks about that for a few minutes with you as you're having your tea, excitedly so. But she eventually gives you the directions that you need. So making your way to it, you find that it's a shop with it kind of has a sign out front with a picture of a boat and like a ghost kind of coming off of the boat. As you make your way in, you notice that there's a smaller mousing that welcomes you in. He says, "Ah yes, hello. Welcome to the Man is Cursed. What can I get you today?"
We're looking for Rob the book guy.
I'm Robert myself.
Oh, hi!
Who sent you? He gets actually roll an insight check for me if you guys like.
What?
Insight. If you want, you don't have to.
23.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
insightful.
So, you notice this, Faye, but Pip, you do not. Because you didn't roll. He seems very nervous when he hears that you were sent. He says, who sent you?
The library.
Professor Fremel.
Fremel. Oh, wonderful. You see the piece come over and go.
Hey,
Yes.
we heard you're in trouble.
Kind of looks around real quick and he's like, no, the patron's in the store. So he's like, is that why she sent you?
Yes!
You're not the most subtle of people, are you?
Not in the slightest.
Well, your thing is called the something curse and you're Rob the book guy.
My name is Robert, and it's the Mariner's Curse.
The Mariner, so
I am an
book
author
guy
of
curse.
books both of mystery and of more scary themes. Some have their type, that's what I prefer.
So how did you get into this trouble?
He
Well-
obviously was trying to get a book from the bad guys, and he did something he wasn't supposed to, or something like that, right?
Let me close up shop first, and then we can discuss. So he heads up to the front door and he switches the open sign to close and he kind of...
Pushes people out.
No, there was nobody else in the store.
Oh.
It's not quite the heavy time when people come in to look for books. So he kind of like, he slides the bolt in the door, he puts the close sign, and he kind of like, he gestures you guys to the back. Upon reaching there, he has a kettle that was already placed on, and he pours you some tea.
Tea.
Tea, the drink of the refined folk.
The drink of my life. The drink that you'll find in my blood.
So, he says, well, he offers you, it's kind of a quaint little back room. It's got some places, there's like books stacked all over the place. And all different variations of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Novel.
Upkeep. Like, some are nicer looking than other ones. Some look new, some look old. Some look kind of scratched up. Just kind of different variations. You see kind of a table with lots of sheets of parchment that are placed there. And it looks like there's a big stack to the left that looks like they're writing on them, and one to the right that don't. Seems he's in the middle of writing or writing the mystery. He just used kind of like a quaint table in the center, where he has pillows around it and you're able to sit. It's kind of like coffee table height. He says, well, there's the story. So I have my contacts that help me to obtain certain books that may or may not come via...
Legally.
Well, no, I wouldn't say legally, more
Illegal.
morally...
Correct. So you're doing it wrong, which is illegal, which should throw you in prison, right?
We're not here to make moral judgments.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm just saying that he's getting books from people who are stealing it from people or dead people, and he's trying to buy it, right?
Well, they're not necessarily coming from people that I know of.
Well, it doesn't mean that you need to know them. Doesn't mean that they have been gotten by the right means, like being stolen or taken from a tomb or something
Well, if
horrible.
you'd like, I can finish my story and I can answer your question. It kind of gets a little heated.
Right. She like drinks her tea.
So, I have my connections with the guilds that which find any books of interest among the darker modes of merchantdom, and bring them to me, and I pay him a decent price for the service. No direct contracts out. No, I'm asking him to go steal something. They find books that have gotten onto the black market, and they retrieve them for me. This being said, my contact recently informed me that he might have a very interesting book coming into his collection or procurement. As per normal, he doesn't tell me how he retrieves the books, and I don't ask. I promised him a decent fee. But he said to give him a few days, and he would contact me with the information, and I would give him the money. Well, a few days passed, and I hadn't heard anything. And eventually I received a package. In the package, I received... Stop. Enough. No. Jump down if you want. Just don't take the... Yes. Yes.
You go give those squirrels what for?
Sorry. I received the book per our normal needs, but it didn't have a note for any payment request, which I thought was strange. So I tried to request back out to my contact and find out what was going on. Didn't hear anything back for a week or two, so they continued to reach out to me, and I quickly had a buyer set up for the book. I sold the book at a decent profit, and, well, at least what I assumed was a decent profit, based on the price he originally told me, and had no issues. Well, about a week back, I got contact from the guild, saying that my normal contact was, how should I say...
Dead?
Yes. He perished, and whatever means he managed to retrieve the book, and he managed to get it out to me at the last minute. Well, the guild wanted that book, and unfortunately want far more than I can pay for it. And I don't know really what to do, and now I no longer have my contact with the guild. In order to keep in good graces, find somebody else who can help me, even though I'm saddened of my old contact. I need to pay off the debt. I'm going to do some far, far higher than what I can pay. And I want it by next week. It's not good. They wanted 1,000 gold pieces for that book.
Maybe the guy stole it from the guild itself.
Unfortunately, they did not tell me. They just said that the book was important, and I'd rather have to get them the book back or pay them 1,000 gold.
What
Either of
was
which I
this
can
book?
do. Oh, it was interesting. It was a book that was written in Sylvan. It seemed to have more information on the history of some Fey politics.
More Fey politics.
Nothing over the top, mind you. I thought more of a curiosity than anything else, but there's people who are interested in those kind of books, and they pay really well for them.
And to whom was it sold?
It was sold, unfortunately, I cannot divulge the information of who I sold it to. Just say he was a rather wealthy individual that was passing through town and was interested in the book. And he is currently here anymore.
Well, we can't look through the town, try to find him, try to steal the book, and bring it back.
Well, as far as I know, he left about a day or two ago.
And you're also not being smart and not telling us who it is, so then we can go and find him and get the book. And bring it back, and we don't have the gold so that you can pay off the guild. So...
Well, perhaps you might be able to... maybe we could work out something else with the guild. I know they have many things they need done. Maybe we can work out a deal or something if I have some help.
Oh, so you want us to work for the guild, so then you don't have to pay all that money, so then...
Alright, fine. I can tell you who the contact was if you prefer.
I don't know. So do you want us to work for the guild to get back in their good graces?
I don't bloody know. If I did, I would have had this taken care of. That's why you're here, I'm assuming. To help me figure it out.
Sure, but I don't know.
The name of your contact.
His name was,
Here it comes. Total bullshit again.
Like the horse named Nathan and Bob.
Nathan Savine. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh! I like to be that rich man.
You know, it's funny because, like, the minute you go, like, you can come up with names all day long, right? The minute you try to come up with a name off the top of your head, everything immediately leaves you.
Yeah.
Some people call him Tim.
They call me
Tim.
Tim.
Sometimes
I
they
love
turn
that he
out
like
really
says
good.
it like a question. Tim. They call me Tim.
Just need to keep this up. Alright, so his name was Vector.
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 Vector. Okay.
He is
An interesting guy.
yes, he is. Yes, he is an interesting guy, but that is not why he is interesting. He is a raccoon king of great renown.
Ah.
Quite wealthy. And as far as I know, he left town about 2 days ago.
Maurice.
Who?
It's from that song. Some call me Space Cowboy, some call me Gangster of Love, some people call me Maurice.
Wow. Wow. So I speak in the abundance of love. Oh gosh, why?
Back to the topic at hand.
Ah!
So,
Don't let a child decide everything for you. Just don't do it.
says if you maybe were able to catch up with him, his caravan left about a day or two ago. If you were able to catch up with him, it was heading towards Dawnpod. Maybe you could retrieve the book for me. I'll give you the gold that he paid me for it, and we can maybe get this problem solved.
Yeah.
The problem is that I get these references against my will.
I'm not very good at references or jokes and stuff like that. I'm very slow with stuff like that. Just saying.
Alright. In what direction was he headed?
To Dawnpod.
Dawnpod.
Okay.
To south of here. You would know the Dawnpod is in the central of the Dawnwood. It's the main city. It is south of where your current location is. there is some major roads that head to a lot of the cities, the major cities, from Don. It's kind of the central hub. If you were to think of like the like the Donwood as like a wheel, it's that type.
Yeah.
So you know from your location, because you're kind of like north central, it's directly south.
Okay.
So says yes. If you were able to do this for me, it would definitely be a huge boon. I don't know which I will promise you, but I'd be happy to give you some extra as well from my private collection, and also some gold.
We shall see what we can do for you.
Uh-huh.
He paid me about 500 gold pieces for that particular book.
You may be loath to part with it.
I will give you 500. I'll give you 600. It hurt, but not having my contact will hurt much worse. It's most of what I
Is that
have.
all your money? Because you said you don't even have 1,000 gold and you have 600 gold?
It's no, I don't have 1,000. I don't plan on getting 1,000. The book sales aren't particularly quick, so this was a great sale that set me up well for a couple months. I don't have a lot of money laying around, unfortunately.
6.
We had best hurry on our way if we're going to catch him.
Yes, and get him back in time before he gets in trouble.
Thank you so much. It is truly appreciated. So with that, you guys head out and you want to start heading in that direction?
Yep.
Okay, so you guys make your way up to the gondola. You make your way up and out of the city, and you head outside the walls and start heading south as fleet as you can. With that, it's a break time. So it's about 7:30. We've been playing for about an hour, which I think about an hour and a half to an hour is about our normal break time. So thank you guys for watching. You are awesome. We really appreciate you. I hope so far you're enjoying the new overlay. And again, we thank you guys for watching. We're going to take a 15-minute break. We'll be back at 8. It's called 8:45. Or sorry, not 8. Wow.
No,
7:45.
we won't be gone that long, guys.
7:45.
It'd be a long 15 minutes.
That'd be really. That's like
That'd
an
be
hour.
like a theater, like...
A theater 15 minutes.
There.
yeah.
So it's the what's the word? I'm
Before the
looking
show
for? Like,
starts.
Like a diva 15 minutes. But anyway, we'll see you guys at 7:45, and you guys are awesome. We appreciate you, and we'll see you here soon. Bye.
Bye.
Hey everybody, we're back.
Da-da-da.
Thank you so much for waiting. We really appreciate you. Had a good quick break. Get to refill on some drinks.
Got
Took
to
a couple-
release our bladders.
Yep, take a couple potty breaks.
They don't want to know.
Yes, they do. It's the information that everyone desires.
If you
What's
do
up?
want to know, keep it to yourself. I don't
What's-
want to know. You want to know?
What's the children's book? Everybody does it?
That just sounds wrong.
Like, can't remember the name of it, but it's along those lines.
No.
Move along, Shane. Move along.
But do I have to?
Yes.
Alright, so, where we last left off,
Yes.
in dramatic format, you guys were heading up the gondolas, heading out of the second tier of the city, making your way towards the gates, off to track down the buyer of a very expensive book. Vremel, I believe is what we called it.
No.
Was it not?
Vector.
Is it Vector?
Vector.
Vep.
Vector, that's right.
You're like
Fremel
Fremel
is
with
the-
a V.
Library person.
I'm like, you're like Fremel with a V. Remel. No, not Remel.
Alright, I changed his name, so there you go.
Okay.
So, he was the raccoon. He was heading out with his caravan, heading towards Dondot. You guys, upon finding out this information, decided to rush off after him, knowing he's about a day ahead, and caravans are typically a little bit slower. So, you guys head out of the city, and you start making your way south. You got about, probably a quarter of your day left to continue to head that direction. So as you guys start making your way that way, you go for about 3 or 4 hours before it starts to get dark. You can continue. You haven't been walking all day, so I won't say you guys hit a point of exhaustion yet. But it's up to you guys. You want to continue into the night.
Sure, until I think we get really tired, and then we'll set up camp. What do you think?
Sure, we're in a rush.
Okay, so you guys continue along. You notice that as you were leaving the city and along the path, you're passing a lot of refugees that were making their way towards the city as they're heading off the path that heads towards Mapleton, where the hay bale was located on that road. As you guys make it past that road, it does kind of clear up a little bit. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of tents and stuff as you pass along the way. People trying to make their way towards Evershire, but are kind of taking their time as they do so. Definitely a lot of people in different states of, I can't say disrepair. That's not the word I'm looking
Dishevelment.
for. Thank you, dishevelment. That have, they seem like they've lost a lot. That are, trying to keep the best foot forward, if you will, but is having issues and sad, obviously, to leave their home. You guys continue along the path. You're tracing after Vector. You guys continue, I'll say, for about an hour past sunset. You are starting to get tired. There is a threat of exhaustion kicking in at this point if you guys want to continue on.
We can camp for the night.
Yeah.
Okay, can somebody please give me a survival check, please?
Scroll, damn you. 19. I survived.
You survived!
You put up a tent without it falling on your head.
Deal. So you guys...
It would fall on my head.
Yeah.
Never mind, I don't survive.
You don't survive!
You died! Congratulations!
There's a song for everything. For theater people, we can sing it all. So you guys managed to find a nice place to put up tent for the night. It's eerily quiet. It was a little busier as you were leaving the city. You guys made a couple hours past that turn off, and it is kind of more quiet. Well, this is more of a heavily traveled road, but it is dark later into the evening, so there's not a lot of people out and about. You guys want to keep a watch for the night?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, please, I need your perception checks, please, and somebody roll one for Daff.
Alright, so that's 16 for me,
Okay.
and 10 for Daffodil.
Okay. You know what you roll, Pip?
8.
8. Okay. So, Faye, your watch goes without issue. You wake up Daff. He goes and takes his watch. His watch, he does notice that there's a horse. That you guys aren't too far off the road, and the horse kind of barrels. Not a horse. Gosh dang it. I forget what I said. It was a thing.
I think they were like small ponies or something, the dromedary animals.
Yeah, I think
They're
there's
still like equine.
Yeah. I think it was like small ponies or something like that. I can't remember exactly how I said it. Anyway, so he sees a rider going by with a. He doesn't really quite catch it, but he hears the kind of like the stomping down the road, heading out towards what seems to be heading towards Evershire from Dawnpod, or what you assume is from Dawnpod. Otherwise than that, his watch goes without issue. Yes, you know it. And then he wakes you up, Pip, for your watch.
Sorry, I just think of Gallivant, the dragon. He's a dragon! It's a lizard.
Totally totally underrated show.
Dad Cooper.
That show was amazing.
Dad Cooper.
It should have had a third season.
Yes.
They should have had decent-sized seasons.
Yeah,
Yes.
the seasons were too short.
Yeah.
But it was so...
They did it to themselves. Let's move on, though.
Although that final musical number, though...
Not here for your TED Talk about Gallivant.
Too late. It happened. So, Pip, it is your watch.
Yes.
It's all this weird reptile horse. So, like, there was, like, this weird reptile horse, and, like, it was, like running, but, like, pouncing? I don't know. Anyway, so, Pip, you have your watch. You do get distracted through the evening with the kind of, like...
My card game.
The chirping of bugs and playing some solitaire or whatever, what have you. Whatever canon game you want to bring into the world.
Well, she has a deck of cards, remember?
Mm-hmm.
She started playing solitaire and losing against herself.
I don't know if you wanted to play solitaire, if you want to play other some sort of like lonely game or something like that.
No, no, she's trying to stack them up. Like,
make a
House
tower.
of Cards.
Yeah, there. You get distracted because you're getting it like really, really tall and you're like beating your best.
No,
and then...
she's only getting like 2 or 3, like
Still beating her best.
beating her best, which is not very good.
But anyway, it distracts you enough that you don't notice the bandit sleeping. No, I'm just kidding. You don't. You don't notice much going on. All of a sudden, you look up in his day. You're like, how did that happen? Like when you get involved in a video game and like hours pass by and then you realize like I should eat and it's like, oh my god, I missed lunch by like 3 hours ago. Nobody else, just me? Okay.
You get invested in a sweater and you're 15 minutes late to leave for the stream.
It's just...
You start reading and then you notice like it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
What happened? I was supposed to sleep. So yeah, you just all of a sudden it's morning. You're like, oh shit, I don't remember anything that happened last night.
Oh.
So yeah, but otherwise than that, your night goes without issue. You all wake up. It's a kind of a foggy morning. You smell kind of rain on the air. You have a feeling it might rain midway through the day. You're not necessarily positive on that one. So, you guys want to continue tracing after?
Yes.
All right, somebody please give me a perception check for the day.
12.
12. Okay. So you guys continue down the path.
She can see clearly.
I
cannot see clearly.
I'm going to impose a -2 penalty for the morning because of fog. As the fog clears, you'll get your full 12. So, if anything interesting was to happen in the morning, hard to say. We'll let the dice decide.
That child that was like, all the scold and I don't know what to do with
The same squirrelkin with the dog spot happened to be in your bed. No, I'm just kidding.
With gold.
We're being stalked.
Man, I forgot to refresh my roll tables. No, you guys in the morning has no issue. You guys make it through. You're getting to about lunchtime. Do you guys want to kind of eat on the go, or do you guys want to stop to eat?
Eat on the go. We're in a rush.
Yeah, so you guys eat on the go.
Like
Intimidator rich
sandwiches, like.
You guys continue along the path. Eventually, you run into some travelers. You run into a caravan that seems to be heading towards Evershire.
Hello. Excuse us.
Yes. Can I help you?
We're looking for a raccoonkin by the name of Vector.
Vector. I'm looking for. I believe I saw a raccoonkin with a caravan heading. I passed about I don't know, late yesterday. Not too far behind him.
Okay. Thank you.
On foot, you should be able to catch him. We went a little bit slower in the caravans. So, she says, "Good luck to you."
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
So So you guys continue along, heading down the path. You make it to the end of the day. You don't manage to catch up to him in this day. You guys are getting to the point evening where it's starting getting dark. Would you like to push on and risk exhaustion or camping?
Well, they probably are going to stop as well for the night.
This is true.
So
We can stop.
Okay, so you guys can stop? Alright. So, you stop for the evening. I would like your normal watches, please. Somebody please roll me the dice.
no roll for Daft too.
Roll
Okay.
the dice!
Was this perception or
Perception, please.
19?
Daft got 14,
Okay.
and I got 13.
Okay. So we'll say for the sake of ease, you guys can go through that issue. Nothing in particular catches your eye during the watch. Although, Pip, during, actually, Faye, during your watch, you notice that there is a hawk rider that goes up overhead.
In what direction?
Heading towards Evershire. So, for that, you guys, that goes to that issue. It is a new morning. Continue along.
Mm-hmm.
You guys gonna kind of do a quick breakfast, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys kind of taking a quick breakfast and you heading off that direction. So you guys continue down the road and perception check for somebody, please.
13.
13. All right. So
You are perceptive. I love that.
you guys make your way down the road, heading towards Dongpod. About halfway through your day, is you guys actually said you rolled perception with a 13?
Mm.
Can I have somebody roll me a survival check, please, as well?
That's 6.
Okay. Yep. You continue down the path. You make it through about midday. You get about evening, and you haven't run into the caravan. Kind of weird. You kind of expected to run into them throughout the day. So you guys, it's starting to get dark. What do you guys like to do?
Well, I think we should go for a little bit longer, try to see if we can find them, because I think we should have saw them today. Don't you?
Have we left the road?
You have not left the road.
Okay, that's concerning.
You guys have continued down the path pretty much all day.
Why don't I trust you?
It's fair, you probably shouldn't.
I don't trust you for multiple reasons. 1, because you're the DM. 2, because you're my husband. And 3, because you are a man.
Ain't fair.
I also don't think I would trust you if you're a woman as well, so.
That's fair. As you get a little bit later in the day, it does start to kind of rain slightly. Not like a pour, but it starts to drizzle.
Do you have any, because I ran out of.
So I have a little bit.
Okay,
But I know you don't like my tea.
I don't, but I just need a.
Yeah, I know. So, what would you guys like to do? It's getting close to evening.
Trying to see if I had a spell that would be good for this, and I don't.
You can prepare new spells with every long rest, too.
Yeah, there just aren't really any.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, we could try to take like a few minutes to try to look to see if there's any like wagon or caravan looking tracks nearby, and maybe push on for a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'll search around to see if I find any signs of a caravan going through.
Okay, roll an investigation check, please.
Oh my god, dice jail!
Nixie, hey! Don't eat the dice.
Should I do it? You want you to
I resigned myself to build an actual dice shell next week.
Look at that puppy face.
So I can stop throwing the dice at the couch.
At the dog, basically.
I can help the dog with dice. Each of my last 3 rolls has been worse than the one before.
So what did you roll?
Bless you.
Excuse me.
A 1.
The roll that gets you in dice jail.
I mean, fair. Yeah. You're looking around. You don't notice any caravan tracks.
No, I suppose I wouldn't.
So.
Hey, Jaff, what do you think we should do?
Cop out.
So what?
Jeff says, I'll be honest, I'm not really sure. I mean, we should have passed the caravan by now. I think there's a chance that maybe we've camped midway through the day and we've missed them or something.
I don't know.
They would have to have left the road.
It's possible. There was a couple spots I think I noticed that they could have pulled off the road.
So should we backtrack? Should we go forward? Should we just sleep here and wait until they come through tomorrow?
You two are the ideal ones. I'm just here to help. So I would like you guys to make the decision.
Do you think that they might come through this way?
That is 100% fair.
So Faye, do you think that they might still be going this way?
They might. Give me 1 moment. I'm going to cast Augury.
Augury?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what does that do?
I put out some kind of fortune-telling shit, and...
Oh, now who's talking about fortune-telling shit? Acrobatic shit.
receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that I want to take.
Okay. Yep.
So, staying here, camping out here, to wait for the caravan. Good results, bad results, good and bad results, or results that aren't especially good or bad.
Okay. Yep. So you set up your ritual.
Mm-hmm.
You set out your fortune-telling shit.
Mm-hmm.
The scientific term.
Mm-hmm.
And as you perform your ritual, you kind of you get this sense of just mediocrity, of neither a good nor bad result.
You're a shit. That's what you do every time I use this.
Yep, it does.
To be fair, nothing particularly, I would consider something bad to be something bad to happen to you.
But good being the thing that I want.
Well, that's not going to happen. So, because it's not a good result. So therefore, by definition, a bad thing would be you guys were attacked. A good thing would be that the thing made it to you. And neither good nor bad means that nothing probably is going to happen.
He's being a butt, guys.
So, what's the fourth option?
So, our options.
It's a good result, a bad result, and neither good nor bad result.
And good and bad results.
Or good and bad results.
He is a man. I can argue with him.
So if you add the flavor in there, that you want the caravan to be there, and if it doesn't show up, that's a bad result, then the answer would be a bad result.
Okay.
But nothing particularly bad is going to happen to you guys, so therefore, I would not necessarily consider that to be a bad result, but I'll give it to you this time.
I will argue with God as much as I want.
I said,
We'll stare him in the eye and moonwalk backwards into hell.
Which level, though? There's 9 of them.
The one for the irritated ones.
Oh, that's number 4.
That's where I'll stay.
I'm running a Baldur's Gate campaign. That's very much into it.
Alright.
So what's
your course of action?
So are we gonna go and look for them? Are we gonna stay here and hope that they come through? Or are we gonna try to go forward and see if they're in front of us?
The omens are not positive for waiting for them.
Okay. So that means that we should probably take action now.
Yes.
So is our action going forward or backwards?
We should have run into them by now.
So backwards.
Backwards.
Or they could have picked up the speed and got another dragon horse thing and gone faster.
Sure.
Magically.
So you guys, it's been about an hour till dusk. You guys make the decisions. You have about an hour travel time before you start pushing into exhaustion levels. If you guys want to start heading backwards.
Yes.
Yes. We're heading backwards and looking at the sides of the trail for any deviants.
Perception check.
Really? Not a nature check?
No, not a nature check.
If it gets darker, Pip will put on her.
18!
Nice. All right. You guys start.
Tell me where the friggin' caravan went, Shane!
Where did it go?
I tried to tell you the first time, but you guys didn't roll high enough.
I know!
So you guys start making your way back. You go about an hour. You don't notice any caravan tracks that seem fresh to the day. You see the ones probably from the other caravan that you guys passed already, but you don't see any
That they've already
ones-
passed through here?
Huh?
So they would have repassed us?
You already passed one the day before.
Right, are they going the other way?
You notice that you see the tracks from that one heading towards Evershoot, but you don't see ones heading towards Donpod.
Okay.
You're getting into exhaustion levels now. Do you guys want to continue looking, or do you guys want to camp the night?
I guess we have to camp for the night.
Okay.
Okay. It's a constitution check if you guys want to continue on. Not a particularly high one, but that's up to y'all.
What did you just say?
It's up to you guys.
Thank you.
I lived in the South for a while. Deal with it.
Well, we're in Maine.
Now everyone knows where we live. Good job.
Great job, Meredith.
We live in a state, guys.
Yes.
It's Arcadia. RPG. You could have guessed.
Not everyone knows that.
Arcadia is Maine.
Not Arcadia, it's Acadia.
Acadia, sorry.
Right, you have
do it.
Acadia National Park.
Acadia. Yeah, Acadia.
Alright, let's try the constitution check.
Alright, constitution check, please. Saving throws, in particular. Constitution saving throw.
13.
Okay,
17, and we need to roll one for Daff, right?
Yep.
please.
He rolled.
He passed.
What do you roll?
18.
Yeah, you guys all passed your constitution checks.
You're right, it's not
So
very
you're
high.
able to continue on for another about 2 hours without another check.
Mm.
I'll allow you.
Alright.
I think it's normally an hour, but I'll let you guys go over 2. So you guys continue with another 2 hours with your perception check. And we'll say you still haven't really noticed any tracks heading back your direction or heading towards Donpod. Although towards the end of your search, when you guys are getting to the edge of your range, you see some tracks and they head off the road. I would like a investigation check, please. If you notice these tracks heading off the road.
Investigation 12.
Yeah. You notice that the tracks head off the road. No other really particular details.
This might be what we're looking for.
Daff.
The drizzle is starting to kind of like wash them a bit out.
Daff, can you check too? Can you see what it looks like?
Oh, sure, I can do that. Roll an investigation for that.
16.
So he has a +3, so that's a 19.
Okay.
As he's kind of looking around.
I will use him for investigation
Actually,
from now on.
also,
Because I have -1 in
I
investigation.
got a +2, so
I
he
mean,
was our investigation
you
guy.
guys have access to his character sheet. You guys can run him during the game. I have no issues with that. You guys don't have to rely on me, which is awesome.
I will rely on you. You're my husband. I will rely on you.
Yeah, but for me running a character, it's also...
Hush up. I will rely on you. You will be happy with my decision.
I'll get him.
The skill Sonic. So he says, well, looking around the ground here, I see that seems to be signs of a struggle. It looks like the cart head off that way in a hurry.
Oh dear.
It's kind of hard to tell. It's washing out, but not too hard. We probably should head that direction.
Yeah, we probably should.
So if you guys are gonna head that way, please need another set of Constitution checks, please.
Constitution check?
Yeah.
And then I'll roll for Daff
It's
too.
Constitution saving throw.
Right, yep, I just need to get back to my character sheet.
Wow, Daff rolled a 19, I rolled a 13.
Okay.
Just gonna wait for D&D Beyond to load.
What was your base roll?
8. So for Constitution, that's a +2, so 10.
10. Alright, you guys all barely make it by on that one.
Daft rolled a 19.
Well, Daft did fine, you did fine, but they barely made it past. So.
Alright, I got him.
So you guys continue along the path. You guys go another 2 hours. As you guys follow the tracks out into the woods, eventually you notice some shapes off in the distance.
Should we call out to them or should we try to fight? Or see? Or sneak? I don't know.
We should try to sneak up to them first, in case they're not who we're looking for.
Okay, is everybody ready to be all sneaky sneaky?
I'm for the sneaky sneak.
Alright, roll some stealth checks, please.
Sneaky sneak.
So if he's got double...
It already has it.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's... For me, you said stealth?
Yep.
I rolled a 10 for a death.
He's got a +7, so 17 for him.
Yep.
And I rolled a 19 +3, so 22.
I got a 23.
So we're sneaky.
We're...
So you guys are...
You cannot see or hear us.
So the drizzle also aids to your snickiness.
Snickerish. Like Snickers.
So you guys...
Chocolate.
You guys, as you guys are making your way through the kind of the haze, working your way towards the shapes that you see in the distance. You see, as you get a little closer, kind of holding to brushes and brush and trees and things. You notice the shapes kind of coalesce a little bit. You see that there is seems to be like a set of wagons. The beasts that once pulled them are missing. You see it seems to be some humanoids, some beastoids, whatever you want to call them. So I haven't really come up with that yet. Moving around as well. Kind of like moving around the carts in particular. You don't see really anything else besides like 3 or 4 shapes kind of making their way around these carts. As you guys kind of sneak ever closer, they start to coalesce. You see that there is a foxing and a couple ratkins that are making the patrols around this particular set of carts.
Are they saying anything?
They're wearing kind of darker hoods. Don't really seem to be saying anything. They're just kind of looking around, looking about.
I think it's the Thieves Guild.
Are there any obvious markers of the Thieves Guild?
Make a perception check, please.
25.
Nice. So as you guys are looking at the kind of trying to perceive, you notice that the dark hoods are also accompanied by kind of like not like well made but darker leather armor. You also see that upon one of them they have a pin that seems to be of a cloak and dagger on it.
Which I would know to be the Thieves Guild?
You would not know in particular.
No.
Cloak and dagger. That sounds like an inn.
You kind of grew up in, like you are an adventurer's kind, but you haven't had much. Your adventuring has been limited to more historical sites, not necessarily to inner center games. So,
Honestly.
and Mapleton isn't known for its gang violence.
It's why I live there.
The cloak and dagger honestly sounds like a really cool, like, underground, like bar.
Speakeasy.
Speakeasy, yeah!
It's our next campaign, Speakeasy roleplay.
You guys are just gonna run a
Mixed
speakeasy.
drinks and avoid the FBI.
That actually could be like a really fun, like small, like mini campaign.
Right?
Where you guys like try to set up and run a speakeasy.
There you
Just
go.
like avoid cops and like collect things.
I'm full of good ideas.
Okay, let's see how you brew your... Did the ale come out as strong as you wanted to?
Brew the gin in the bathtub. Like
So there is this RPG system that's called Crash Pandas. It's supposed to be really funny, where you're a bunch of raccoons that are stealing a racing car and getting into races, and it is freaking hilarious. I've seen one in particular stream do it, and it is hilarious.
Sorry, tangent, guys!
Tangent.
Tangent. That happens sometimes.
Really
Little do you
strong
know, we're
character.
really all squirrels.
Ah!
I regret everything. Okay, so now I need to figure out what to do with these creatures that have probably knocked over the caravan.
So, what did you roll for perception again? It was like 23?
25.
25.
Yeah.
You notice, like, as kind of like you kind of like see the wind kind of flapping some of the sides of the carts. You see that there's people tied up inside the carts.
Okay, that pretty much confirms my thoughts.
With a 25, I'll let you see that.
Can I sneak up to that wagon with the people?
They got a decent kind of like patrol going.
Okay.
I say it's possible, but it won't be easy.
So you might want to try to grab one of them and like... Bleh!
Oh,
Bleh!
the rain is
these guys
definitely
are
going to add to
obviously
your
doing
health
something
because
bad.
any more stealth checks you guys are going to roll are going to be with advantage.
Okay.
Yay! Sneaky kills! Sneaky kills! Oh, and we have Jaff, who's like...
He's rogue. But
Yeah,
he's, he's more of a
that's-
scout. But he's
That's how he like fights. Shane like...
Okay.
Alright. So, we should sneak over and try to like... grab someone and like... pull him back.
We're gonna look for a place where the patrol goes nearer to the deep woods.
Okay.
We can just sort of like, yoink!
So I say it takes a little bit. And you notice that every so often, you actually notice as one of them kind of peels off and starts heading towards the deep wood itself.
We're gonna sneak
So
over.
you sneak over to the deeper part of the woods where you see him heading towards.
Yeah.
He's making his way in that general direction.
I am not above, ganking a man while he's taking a pee.
He didn't see you guys. That's in fact what he's going to do. So he makes his way over to the woods and he kind of like gets like he kind of like works his way in a little bit. And he walks right past you guys. What do you guys want to do?
What that?
Okay, so you want to make a sneak attack against him, and you want to try to get him unconscious.
Yep.
So there's a few ways you can go about this.
Okay.
Option number 1. Let me pull up the rules on this particular thing here real quick. On this thing here, you know.
On this thing.
So, let's see.
Oh my gosh.
Actions in combat. So, things you can do. You can potentially try to grapple him and try to like choke him out, kind of thing, and knock him unconscious. Allow that, or you guys can try to attack him and take out enough health to kill him quickly enough. You guys can have a sneak attack round against him, and with your stealth rolls, I'll allow you to do that quietly. Or you guys can come up with another creative option, but those are a couple just off the top of my head.
Hold on, sorry. I was distracted by some texts.
Okay. You have the option of trying to grapple him and try to like cover his mouth, or you can try to attack.
Sorry.
This is from.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think who Dan is. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Because this is we'll deal with this later. Not important right now.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
Just kind of.
Alright. Because my mind was on it. Gonna
Yeah.
sneak attack, inflict wounds.
Alright, well you're attacking
Not
this.
fucking around.
Okay, so you're
Gotta
gonna.
destroy
I'm assuming you're
him.
gonna tell your friends that you're gonna make an attack. And you all are gonna try to like.
Okay.
24.
Well, you hit. Roll your damage.
Oh wow. Cheers.
Was that a natural 20?
No.
No, it was an 18, but I got a
Gotcha.
+6. Because it's a spell attack. Oh, don't do that. Alright. 4d6s. No, 40-10. Hell yeah.
Ha!
Better than D6s.
Yeah. Well, no. He hasn't taken any damage yet. Oh, no, it's afflicted with. Never mind. Thinking of a different spell. Might be.
It's still good. Alright.
Do.
Stop doing that.
You need any more? Or you got them
No,
all?
I got him.
Okay.
3, 3, 9, 4. So that's 19.
Yeah, you,
Fuck him up.
you, you sneak up behind him and you grab him and just. All of a sudden, you see like the blood veins like all like turn like a dark, angry, like purpley green kind of color, and then just and he falls over dead.
Yeah!
All the blood vessels in his body just like explode all at once. Yep.
Fucking nailed it.
It was quiet.
That
All you
was
hear is like
disgusting.
all you could hear was like a
Thank you.
and then like because he fell into the grass.
Oh no.
So yeah, good job.
Can you do that again for the next guy?
I can.
Oh god. Should we hide him?
He's in the deep woods. We'll leave him.
Oh, he's in the deep woods?
Yep. So we're gonna sneak back to the caravan.
Sneak.
Okay, so you sneak over to the caravan.
How many people are still patrolling?
There's 2 current that you can see that are patrolling.
Can they possibly see us at some point?
I'm gonna let you guys continue with your sneak rolls. I'm not gonna make you re-roll them. I'm gonna be nice tonight.
Thanks.
I love you.
You know. So you guys continue. You sneak over towards the caravan. There is now a noticeable gap in the patrols. They haven't quite caught on yet. So what would you guys like to do?
Am I within 30 feet of the closest person? The closest, running around patrolling guy?
Patrolling guy?
Yeah.
I'll say that's going to be about 30 to 35 feet to the edge of the woods to where they at. Kind of a little clearing they got going on. And it's getting towards the thinner part of the woods if you want to get within that range.
Never mind. I can't. Oh wait, hold up.
Or can.
I can! Alright, I would like to cast Command.
Oh, okay. So, little word of heads up on that one.
Yeah.
I believe that the amount of time that lasts is 1 action. Is its duration.
Yes. So if he's within 30 feet, he'll come towards me.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure that you're aware that it only
Yeah,
lasts
I'm not
1
telling him to
action.
go to sleep or anything.
Because sometimes people are like, I'm going to tell him to run away. And you're like, he'll run away from 1 action and be like,
What am I doing?
what the heck? And they go
Nope.
back. So, okay. Perfect. You're all set. Okay, so you want to command to... What's your command?
Approach.
Approach. Nice. So, I will say you got to make it loud enough for him to hear you within the 30 feet.
Yep.
I would like you to roll a stealth check for me to see if you can do this quietly enough.
Alright, but I get advantage.
Yes, because of the ring.
Snick.
That's good. Stealth, so it's 12.
Okay. Let's see.
Hey! Yeah!
You beat the other guy by 1.
Woo!
He didn't
Yay! The rain just barely covers it.
So you got to get the guy. So they're kind of like in a circle, right? They're kind of going in a circle. You want to get the first guy or the second guy?
The one closest to me.
They're kind of like passed within equal distance. So it just depends. There's the guy who's like in front, and then the guy's like following behind him, and there's like a noticeable gap in front of this guy.
So if I take the behind guy, the other one's going to have a longer time to notice.
Well, I mean, he's not gonna notice the other guy leaving right away necessarily because he's behind him. So it's up to you.
I have no spatial awareness. I just want the one that's closest to me to come over.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You take the behind guy.
Thank you.
Okay, so you give him the command approach. I believe that is a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, 14.
You're not wise. Yep. No issues. And he makes his way over towards you. So,
Alright. When he gets close enough to me, I'm just gonna go up and boop and inflict wounds again.
All right, so he makes his way over towards you, and as he does, and the spell starts to
Dissipate.
you can catch the spell. Inflict wounds. I'll allow
Nice jam.
it. That's 1, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So yeah, somehow
Time for combat to start, you guys.
I will say, as he wasn't expecting it, and you were pretty stealthy, I will allow you to roll with advantage.
You're being too nice, Shane.
Thanks for the pity roll, Shane. 8.
Nope.
Didn't think so.
So as you kind of you miss, and he's kind of like, what? Wait! And you go to reach out with the other hand. He's like, hey, who are you?
Balls.
And you hear the other guy, what? And you hear a what come from the inside of the caravan.
Balls.
We've got intruders! And I need you all to roll initiative. So let me change the music.
It's okay, it came back to me.
Did it?
No. Leave me alone.
Daff rolled a 4.
Okay, give me a second. And get over that screen. Okay, so Daff rolled a 4.
I rolled a 6.
Okay.
The dice
And
gods
I
have
rolled
turned
a-
against me!
I rolled a 24.
Holy crap. Pip's on it.
Disgusting.
Pip is always freaking on it. That's what happens when you have a +5 initiative.
Absolutely horrid.
Like -1 intelligence, but +5 initiative.
She is ready to go. Doesn't know where, but she's ready.
Alright, we'll switch over to our new combat screen.
She's pretty damn ready, guys. New initiative screen.
With that, Pip, you are up first. What would you like to do? You are kind of huddled in the bush near Brittany. I'm sorry, near Faye. As they attack, and she kind of you see her go to attack and falter, and you hear the guy yell out.
I'm gonna go to one side of him so that Jaff can maybe get a good angle so that he can maybe do an attack where whatever that attack is, where 2 people
Oh, you're talking about flanking.
flanking. Yeah. So I'm gonna jump to the other side and attack.
Okay, make your attack, please.
Skewer him into the hedgehog.
I guess that wasn't a good roll.
10.
That will not hit.
Okay. I guess I will use an action surge to try to attack again.
Okay, roll another attack.
Okay, that will hit.
What was that?
24.
Yes, that will most certainly hit.
Okay. And that is 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Alright. So with that, you kind of go to the side of him and you quickly stab through his side. And you manage to get up through his ribs and pierce him through his heart, and he falls over dead.
Nice.
Not particularly strong.
Guess not.
They're grunts.
They're rungs?
Grunts.
Oh. I'm just like, excuse me, again?
Yeah, we do. And it's
Yeah.
you.
A nice new interface.
Yeah, we got a new interface, and we use the D&D Beyond combat tracker because I like D&D Beyond. So with that, are you all done then?
Do I have any extra movement?
I mean, you haven't really moved much. I mean, I would probably assume you moved like 5 or 10 feet, if that.
Okay, then she's gonna go towards the caravan.
Okay, so you make your way towards the caravan. I say you get about most of the way there. You're not quite up to it. You probably get like 5 or 10 feet to get to the caravan. Okay. With that, it is now the guy inside of the caravan's turn. He says, "What's that all going on out there?" He kind of goes in and you kind of see this bigger ratkin jump out of the caravan and land down. And he sees you, Pip, and says, "Oh, I see we got some fun."
Does he have like a curly, does his whiskers go through like a mustache, like curl?
Sure, he's wearing like a black coat, like the top hat and a curly mustache. And he goes like, as he ties with his trade tracks.
Yay!
No, he's
Welcome
wearing.
to our battle against Snidely Whiplash.
he's wearing a. He's got like traditional, like he's wearing like the black armor, but it's a little bit more finely made, as you can tell. And he's wearing a slightly bigger badge on his chest. He heads out and he runs over towards you. And he's gonna make an attack against you, Pip.
Okay.
So is that 2 more guys left now? One.
The big boss guy and the other guy walking.
Yep.
Okay.
That you know of. So that's going to be 16 to hit.
Misses.
Alright, so he goes up and runs up and attacks you with his kind of curved scimitar-like blade, and he misses. Next, it's going to be Faye, you're up.
Alright. This seems like
I had to change up the combat music this week, so I found a different one that's a little bit more... We use like the same one for like the last 3 weeks, so I like that one a lot.
He is nothing but repetitive.
I like what I like. So what would you like to do, Faye?
Alright. So I think first things first, I will pull out the staff of the python.
Alright.
Bring the snake back out to redeem himself.
Snake. So you cast out the snake. You can throw it about 5 or 10 feet in front of you if you like.
Yep.
So you
See,
send
that's
out
my
your python.
snake noise.
Do you need me to pull up the python stats?
Yes. And it turns into a giant python, right?
Yes, it is a giant
Okay.
python. If you type that into I don't know, actually it might not give you the stats. Oh no, it should. It should.
Alright, let's see if I can get another window open. Alright, how big is a giant python exactly?
Quite large. I think they're like 20 feet?
Oh, so I'm dealing with very large snakes.
It's a giant constrictor, actually.
Yep. So it's called giant constrictor?
Yes.
That's what I'm searching for? Tools, I suppose?
No, if you just type it in the search bar at the top, it should pop right out.
Okay.
So cute.
Let's see. It's a huge beast, so it's quite large.
Okie dokie, I got it.
You got it pulled up?
Yep.
That'll give you some more versatility, so you know exactly what you want to do.
Okay. So, how close is Big Boss to me?
He is approximately 25, 30 feet.
Alright, so I'm going to send out my snake
Yep.
to go right up to him and constrict him so he's restrained. I
Okay.
want to talk to him. I just want to talk.
So with the constrict,
The big bad guy?
I think you still
Yeah.
have to make an attack.
Yeah, yep.
So go ahead and roll your attack.
7.
7. Does
Don't
not
look at me
hit.
like that, Shane.
That does not hit, I apologize.
I figured.
You get like a
Snake-
+5 to that.
The snake,
What'd you roll?
it's a little too wet. He can't seem
too,
to...
yeah.
Oh.
The snake's having a hard time. It's wet. It's rainy.
That's right.
Yeah, so the snake goes to like kind of like grab around him, and as he does, he kind of like grabbing like a bar of soap, and it kind of like and lands like next to him.
Yep.
Anything else?
Oh, that's right. I still get my turn.
That's cool.
Good.
That's new.
Okay.
What's new?
The when you kill somebody, their emblem flashes red in the combat tracker, which is really cool. That's new. They've added some new stuff recently, so I haven't had a chance to play with it.
Okay. How close am I to the other guard guy?
He's currently on the other side of the caravan, making his way over. He hasn't had his turn yet.
Distant.
So he's probably like 50 feet, 55 feet away from you. Maybe a little further.
Ooh. All right. I don't want to kill him is the problem.
You get it. I mean, he definitely looks a lot sturdier than the other guys do, I'll put it that way.
All right. So, I'm gonna toll the dead on the big guy.
Alright, so.
I don't want to
Rough him up a little.
Roll your attack.
It's only a D8.
It's a wisdom save, right?
Yes, 14. How wise is he?
Not very,
But wise
but.
enough.
Yes, just wise enough.
Ugh.
He rolled a 15.
The dice gods have turned against me.
So. Yep. Anything else you want to do, Faye?
Cry.
That's fair. Oh, let me add your snick into your
Oh yeah,
into the combat.
he's got his own.
I'll let him just go on your turn.
Yep. That's true. He doesn't have a little. He doesn't have.
Do you want to track his HP, or do you want me to track his HP?
You can track it.
Okay, what's his max HP?
It says 2d10 plus 2.
It should give you like a little stat next to it.
13.
13. Is his HP?
It says hit points. 13, 2d10 plus 2.
You're looking at giant constrictor snake?
Constrictor snake.
It's giant constrictor snake.
That's fine.
Maybe your thing would have landed before. We don't know.
I'm sure it still would have only been about plus 4.
It's quite a bit. It's plus 6 actually.
It
Still
would
wouldn't
have
have
only made
landed.
it like a 10 though.
Still wouldn't have landed.
Yeah. Alright, giant constrictor snake. 60!
Yeah.
That's a little different from 13!
I knew it was a lot more than that.
Whoop!
Whoop-de-doo.
Okay, so he's now in the initiative with you. So with that, it is now the other bandit's turn. He is going to come running around and go make an attack against Pip.
Okay. Everyone needs to attack Pip.
So you're the closest one.
I know.
He is going to... That's a 15 to hit.
Misses.
Alright, so that's all he's got for a turn.
That's what happens when you have your armor class at 18.
That brings us to Daff. You guys want? When do you guys want to run Daff, or do you want me to run Daff in this combat?
I'll do it. I got
Okay.
this page.
Yeah, the new the combat tracker, and even though it's an alpha, is really freaking cool. I use it a lot. It makes it so easy to keep track of stats. And then you can't see it, but off to the right, there's also I got the monster stat page, which is super useful. Alright, so what would Pip like to do? So know that
Daff.
with Rogue, or Daff, sorry, you want to, he's already stealth, they don't know he's there. So
Alright.
he can make a stealth attack with a short bow.
Yeah,
bow.
definitely going for the sneak attack.
Okay, so go and roll attack with a short bow.
13.
13 against the big guy or the smaller guy?
Smaller guy, he's using his range.
Oh, you get to roll that attack with advantage, actually.
Oh, hell. 14.
14 against the smaller guy, that hits.
Okay, cool.
So you're gonna hit, it's a sneak attack, you do an additional 2d6.
Yeah.
That's scary googles.
20.
So with that, you see the arrow shoot straight through the guy's head, and he just kind of like, ooh! And he like kind of gets on his knees and falls to the ground.
Hold on, just change the voice. Oh!
Yeah,
I got 2 6s and a 5.
that's awesome. Then you added his.
D20s are against me, but the 6s like me just fine.
You also added the modifier, right? Since what it's already one.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
25. He dies anyway. He double dies.
he
now.
double dies.
You double, triple dog dies.
All right, so Daff, would you like to do anything else?
Would he like to strike a cool pose? Like, hey,
I mean, he's stealing.
touchdown dance?
It's like to the point even where it's like no one even knows where the dart comes from. Like all of a sudden the guy fell over dead, and the big guy has no idea. He thinks he has backup.
I think that's all I want to do for him.
Okay, that's fair. It's probably the best thing anyway. Keep him in the shadows. Pip,
my turn.
you're up, and you got the big guy and the snake next to you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna hit the big bad guy.
Do it.
Check.
Don't care. We gotta get information off of him. We don't even know if they're thieves guild yet.
14.
14. That does not hit.
Oh shit.
You want to slice out against him, and he manages to parry your attack.
Well, that's it then.
All right.
Because I only have one attack.
Next is the bandit captain's turn. He's going to be very very have an issue with that big snake, and he's going to attack it.
9.
So he's actually going to attack the snake and Pip, because he can do both.
What?
So his attack against the snake was 13 to hit.
The snake?
Yeah.
That hits.
6 points of damage.
Boo.
He's gonna make an attack against. Oh yeah, I gotta track that, don't
Yes, that's you. You're tracking all the points.
I got it. He's gonna take an attack against Pip, which was 12.
Misses.
He gets to make one more attack against the snake, which is going to be 11.
Does not hit.
Yep.
Hit.
So then next it's going to be Faye's turn.
Slash Snake's turn. Guess that's me doing the
tongue thing?
Yeah.
I can't do the tongue thing, so that's fair. Nothing. Yeah. Faye Pettyclaw, what would you like to do?
I want to cast Command.
Alright.
Again. And this time the command will be halt.
Alright.
So that he just
He misses, he
sits
skips.
put.
Yep. So you cast the command of halt, he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes. 14 or higher.
Rolled an 18.
She's H.
You yell out halt, he's like,
No.
you kind of like see the compulsion almost like take hold, and he's like, nice try.
It was, wasn't it?
Nice try, ladies.
Anything else you like to do, Faye? You
No.
can command your snake.
Okay, I'll use that then.
Okay, what do you want your like it to do?
I'm gonna constrict him again.
Roll your attack.
Be constricted, damn it.
That's a natural one.
No, it was a 3, so that's a 9.
I'm putting that away for you.
That's not it.
I figured.
I think that die needs to like chill off for a little bit.
Here, I'll give you a blessed die.
Aw, thanks. I'll put my grubby hands on it and ruin it.
Oh, do we need to rub Shane's like tattoo? The like, ooh, luck.
Rub my D20 tattoo.
The luck.
So yeah, that brings us to Daff. Daffodil.
He's
I'm not
like
sure
a
there's much he can do at the
flower.
moment, because I don't want to kill him.
No, sneak attack.
Yeah, but he can
Right,
still,
but he's gonna attack.
he can still hit him, do some damage, so he's not like.
Alright, he's a little heftier than the others, so it shouldn't one-hit KO like the other guys.
And if he does,
I just want someone to talk to, you know?
They all leave the minute I show up.
Alright, so
those two just kill him.
we're going to sneak attack shortbow again.
Okay, so you get to roll with advantage.
I'm good. 24.
Yeah, blessed die. It's a DM's die, that's why. Yeah, that hits.
So that's 3d6.
3d6 plus 5.
God, you're right. Plus 3.
Oh, it's plus 3?
Well, plus the plus 5.
Yeah, 3d6 plus 5.
Well, the damage is plus 3, but there's the extra.
Oh, the extra 2.
Yeah.
You didn't
10!
You didn't want to kill him, right?
I didn't want to kill him, but I didn't want to just do that! 10!
So you see as the arrow kind of shoots out of the brush and it kind of like skins him on the shoulder. He's like, "Oi! Where did that come from?" Yep, that's it for Daph's turn. I'm assuming?
Yep.
Pip!
Okay, I want to grapple him.
Alright, so that is going to be
A grapple!
strength checks.
Okay.
Conflicting strength checks. You rolled an 18. Since you go to grab him, he manages to rebuff you.
Can I kick? I can't kick his shin. It's already done my action.
As a bonus action, you can like kick the ground. There.
Angry squeaking from the otter ensues.
So you go to kind of grab onto him. He manages to kind of like slip out of your grip a little bit. Avoid the attack. Anything else, Pip?
I can't do anything else.
Alright. The Bandit Captain's turn. He's going to keep up what he did. He's going to make 3 attacks.
3 now. Damn.
That's what you did last
You
time.
did last time.
Oh shit.
Want to get 2 against Constrictor Snake. The first being a 12.
If it matches,
It hits.
it hits.
Yeah. So that's going to be a 5 points of damage. Which I have to keep track of.
Yep, that's you.
So he's at 49 points of hit points, your giant constrictor. He's going to make an attack against Pip, which is going to be a 21.
I think that hits.
Yes! You're like, oh, she has 18. I'm just gonna make it sound like I rolled very high this time.
Oh, so when
Because
things
you
go
keep
poorly
on
for you guys,
misses and
I'm
misses.
fudging dice, but when things go well for you guys, I'm not fudging dice.
Yeah.
No! So it's like, oh, I have been able to hit her this whole time. Let me just lie about this roll.
You take 5 hit points. 5 points of damage. And the last one's going to be against the snake, and it's a 10. So it misses.
Doesn't hit you.
Yeah.
Is that all we have to do? If I whine enough, like you'll back up?
Not how this works. The dice roll as they may.
No, it's the wife. Like,
This-
seriously?
Yeah, this is what I get for not being his wife.
I'm actually
Sorry,
kinda
not a
glad.
look at me, thank you.
I'm actually very glad that you're not his wife. Just saying.
It might be awkward.
It's a little awkward. I mean, who gets Wednesdays? Who gets Tuesdays? I mean, anyway.
Us, we get them.
You're the Ferris wheel.
Joke's on you!
Damn it! Alright, Faye, your turn. Alright, Nixie, I'm gonna have to take your bet, I'm sorry.
Now that I've completely turned the stomach of the audience.
That's fair. We still got 2 viewers. We haven't left yet.
Hey. You can do it, Faye.
I only got 1 spell slot left, I'm saving it. We're just gonna have to toll the dead again.
Do it.
14!
12!
Yes!
And it deals the extra damage because he has been hurt.
That's right, it's a d12 now.
What's your roll?
What do you think?
Is that natural 20?
Yeah, 12.
Oh.
It's a d12. If I got a
You
20
rolled
off.
12.
Yeah. Ha!
Is it just straight at 12 points of damage?
Yup.
Nice. As you guys hear the dong, and you see him kind of like reverberating blood kind of shoots out
You
of his
kind of
head a
like.
Twirl up my little fox mustache. Grab my tail.
Alright. You also have your snake.
That's right. Constrict him again!
Roll your attack. So last time I give you guys a blessed die.
That's right! 24!
That hits.
Get him! He's
Okay.
grappled!
He gets to deal damage too.
Oh, good.
This damn guy.
It says 13, 2d8 plus 4. What do I do? Do I roll it
So
or
you
just
roll
do the
2d8
13?
plus 4.
Okay.
13 is the average.
Okay.
So it gives you, as a dungeon master, the option to either use the average roll or you can roll. It
Okay.
kind of depends. Sometimes it just depends on the moment.
Hey, I didn't ask you, but
7.
when she did her spell last time and it worked. No, did it not work? I
Yeah,
guess
last time
it
the spell
work.
didn't
Sorry, never mind. Go ahead.
Alright,
7.
7, so it's 2d. Yep, okay. 7 points of damage, and he is now grappled.
Greeble.
Alright.
Greeble.
So you see the snake kind of like curl around him like a freaking ice cream cone.
Are you gonna walk towards him?
He just like kind of squeeze and he goes, "Arr!" So,
Medicine.
anything else for the snake?
Not for the snake.
Okay. It is now Daffodil's turn. What would you like him to do?
Is he gonna be like salute and walking forward like
Oh, Daffodil, no. I feel like he should stay where he is with those sneak attack die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in case.
Alright, so he's gonna stay
So
where
it's
he's
gonna
at.
be like the man in the shadows.
Yeah. Sniper.
Oh, wait a minute. You told him to halt. He made attacks last turn.
He didn't. Yeah, but he
Failed.
Oh, he failed. That's
Yeah.
right.
See that's
he
that's what I was asking.
See, we
about.
had the same thought process. Alright.
No, trust me, if it had worked, I would have been like, hold up, hold everything, wait!
I remember this!
I call bullshit.
Alright, so Pip, you're up. You see him being constricted by the constrictor.
So she's gonna go up and hold her sword up to his throat and be like, you better answer everything that she has to ask you.
Alright. So, it's like,
And if he tries to move, she's gonna try to, like, poke him or something like that. Make an
What,
attack.
through the snake? Tap him with the flat of your sword? Just,
Like,
don't do that.
he's like,
Stop.
alright.
like hit him, and him in, like, the blunt side, like, punk.
So, I'll save for the instance we can hop out of combat.
Alright.
I'm gonna keep the epic music going just in case he's turning to work. Oh, I
Save
might
some
change
time
it.
for when he gets
I'll
ungrappled.
change it to different epic music. Alright, so. Alright, what do you want to know? Please just. Don't kill me.
What business have you with this caravan?
Yeah, what business?
Alright. We're sent here to recover a.
A book?
Shh, don't help him. You're leading the witness!
Yes, actually. We're sent here to recover a book from
For
the head of the
whom?
caravan.
For whom? Who sent you?
From my employer.
A name, if you please.
Or persuasion. Or actually, persuasion or intimidation, your choice.
I can like, certainly...
And you can roll with advantage. You have a snake and a pip help.
They're both -1!
Ow, I hurt my finger!
Can I roll her intimidation? She's the one with the sword to his throat.
I mean, she's gonna assist you. She can roll with advantage if you'd like.
Yeah.
Intimidation?
Yeah.
Remember my really, really bad charisma roll?
Oh, did you say with...
With advantage.
Yeah, okay.
What did you do?
13.
13. Work for the Thieves Guild, alright?
Ha! Knew it!
Just let me go. Freaking, I couldn't even find the book anyway.
And what will you tell your masters when you return?
We were beaten, bloody, sent away.
And then go and extort the bookseller for more money?
Bad man!
I don't know nothing about extorting. That's not my business. They just sent me out to retrieve things. Me and my used-to-be boys.
How do you know they used to be?
Because they're dead.
How does he know that?
Because he saw us kill them.
No, he only saw us kill.
I'm sure you heard the other one die.
He's making assumptions at this point.
Not the one at Gang Told taking a pee. I know.
I like the game return. That was unexpected. So.
Wonderfully eloquent turn of phrase.
No, I like the gangs because you haven't used that term yet, so I was like, yes, it's awesome. We're getting into game returns. Anyway.
Disgusting. I need to go wash myself. I lost my train of thought. Give me a second.
That's good. My used-to-be boys.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't kill you to send a message to the Thieves Guild.
Because then you'll end yourself up on a list.
Do I look...
These boys, not sirens. You kill me, you might have some more problems on your hands. I recommend you let me go. I'll leave with my tail between my legs. We can just forget I was ever here.
Forgetting isn't what I want for you.
Then what do you want?
We want you to make sure that the bookseller doesn't have to pay all that money and that can continue a lucrative business.
I told you, that's not my line of work.
I don't care.
I can promise that I'll try. I can't make anything more than that. Don't have that kind of pull. He owes the guild a lot of gold.
Well, I bet you bring in plenty of gold for the guild, do you not?
Stay silent in that.
Do you not?
They pay me well, I get my job done. That's all that matters.
I'm sure you're worth at least 1,000 gold to the guild.
Yeah. Obviously, don't you know the guild?
Oh, not as a ransom.
He's very confused by that.
We're women. We're confusing.
So how do you plan to get 1,000 gold out of me then?
Out of you? No.
What's your bloody plan? Stop with all the walk around talk.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Well, just kill me and be over with it then.
No.
What do I do?
You suffer.
He's kind of like staring at you guys.
The business with the book ends today.
I'll try my best. It's all I can offer.
You saw how easily we were able to dispatch your boys.
I'll pass the message along. The best I can do.
And you hand us the book.
You don't have
You
the...
couldn't find it.
I couldn't find it. Oh, I thought he found it.
He said I couldn't find it.
No.
That you know of.
How do
I believe him?
Roll an insight check.
I'm like, how do I trust
He's a fucking thief!
How do I trust this piece of shit? Okay, she doesn't she can't.
There you go.
How am I supposed to believe that piece of shit?
You roll an insight check.
Do I roll insight?
Yeah, go ahead.
Roll
Go
the
ahead.
30. Oh,
18.
She knows. She knows whether he's lying or not.
I can smell the figure on it.
Yeah, he's lying. He has a book.
Now I know you know where that book is, and you better give it to us if you want your life.
Fine. It's in my jacket pocket.
And like I said, you tell your high above to leave that bookseller alone and continue to do business with him.
How are they supposed to leave him alone and do business with him?
What I mean is,
You know what she means.
Fine. I'll go back and spread the message.
Now the book.
he said it's in his jacket pocket.
The snake? Can't really get to my pocket with the snake around me, can I?
Can you talk to the snake and see if he can move?
Tell the snake to loosen up a little.
Goes a little bit. It's like,
Daffodil's gonna ready in action. Can you do that?
yes, he can.
Alright, just shoot him if he tries anything
Okay,
funny.
and Pip still has his sword like right against his throat.
Fine. So, little more, please. Okay. He reaches in. You see a book pop out the top of the snake.
Like, grab it.
Alright. There we go now.
Who says you're not gonna try to stab us in the back the minute we let you go?
Who says you're not going to do the same to me?
Well, I'm a trustworthy person, can't you tell?
I can't tell that.
I'm a kid, of course you can trust me! And I need sleep! It's late at night! I'm gonna let you go! You better not try to kill us!
Back away.
Kind of like wide-eyed.
So she like, and holds onto the book.
Yep.
I'm going to return the snake to staff form.
The snake happily returns back to staff zone. His eyes kind of get wide at the action. Oh. Alright, I'll be off now. And he heads off towards the woods. Heading outside.
I want to put the book in the pouch. The holding pouch that we got.
Yeah, put it in the pouch. No issues.
It's a
And then
quick place to be
Pip's
dealing
gonna
with.
go in and like try to get the people.
Also, if you want to add that to your inventory, you can do like modified bag holding or something like that, or just
Oh, that's right. It's
like
in
magical
that.
pouch. Yeah, so it fits in the pouch easy enough.
So Pip's gonna go in and try to see everybody in there and try to let them like untie them.
Okay. So you go in and you see there's not like a ton of people, but there's a few, all kind of tied up and gagged. You do find among them the raccoonkin you were looking for. You head in, you get them all untied. They're like, oh, thank you, miss.
Yes. Well, if you want to show me your thanks, maybe you will let us rest here in a covered area for the night.
Oh, of course, you saved my caravan. I'll give you anything you'd want.
I just really want to sleep.
That would can happily be done. welcome to stay here and camp with us. We don't plan on getting ahead until the morning anyway.
They
Yes.
said we can sleep here tonight.
That's very kind of them.
My name by the name is Vector. Glad to meet you.
Huh?
Takes a little bow. The raccoon
Yeah.
takes. My name is Vector. Takes a little bow.
Yes, hi. Vector. Hi, Pip. Nice to meet you. Sorry.
Nice to meet you as well. Yes, we'll get the camp set up. You dealt with the ruffians. They're not coming back, are they?
No.
No.
Not tonight at the very least.
Yeah. The
It's more
big,
of you good.
the big bad guy with him. We scared him off.
Good.
The other guys are dead.
We have enough of us. We can keep a watch going. Hopefully they won't. They ambushed us on the road and took us off. It was all we could do. We didn't see them coming. Not a pleasant experience. Thank you so much for saving us.
Yes, of course.
Do you know why they were after you?
Something about the new book I just bought. I'm a collector of books on the fair, if you will. I find them quite interesting. So I picked up this book from the local bookseller, and they seem to be quite interested in it. I don't know why. I gladly gave it to them. I didn't see any reason to keep it. Lose my life over a book, even though I did pay an exorbitant amount for it.
Hairpin.
Oh, is that what that was? I was like, what the frick was that?
Oh, yeah. Robert.
I'm gonna stick a hand in her.
Yeah.
So she doesn't give away that we have the book.
Fair.
Robert's the book guy. She was gonna say, oh, Robert the book guy from the
Yes, the very same. Familiar with this-
Mariner's Curse, right?
Yes, you're familiar with this shop.
We were asked by him to try to help find you to try to get the book, but it seems like you don't have it anymore.
Unfortunately, I don't know if the thief made off with it or not. Did you kill them all, or did they run off?
One did get away.
You must still have the book then. This is the bigger one.
Yes.
He's the one that took it. All there's nothing to be done about it now. It is but a drop in the bucket. It's better that for my life, and the lives of my caravan.
Shall we get it?
Well, we'll set up camp for the evening and get all warm and comfy. Make yourself into one of the caravans and grab a place to sleep if you like. We'll keep watch.
That's very kind of you.
Thank you so much.
So, Jack eventually makes his way out and heads back towards you guys. I followed him for a little ways. He seemed to run off and doesn't seem like he's coming back, so I think we'll be alright.
Do you think we should take those pins off the guys and see if there's anything interesting on them?
Oh, I mean, it might not hurt to have them, but we can check their bodies if you'd like.
Because it might be handy to have these pins on us in case we need to go, like...
Alright, so you guys want to take the thieves' pins?
Yep.
Alright, so you guys gain...
3 Thieves Guild pins.
Yep.
How
Convenient.
fortuitous.
It was not planned that way. I'll put it that way.
Thief pins.
That was
Okay.
the right amount for your skill. So,
Is there anything else on them that's nice?
they have some daggers. They have scimitars. One of them has a crossbow. And you find 3 silver in combined.
Okay.
You guys find all that. You guys gonna head to bed for the night?
Yep.
So you guys all make yourself comfy. You make yourself into the caravan. You guys find some hay. Kind of get some comfortable spots. These are meant to sleep in. So you guys all find your way into a comfy spot for bed. And as you kind of reach the end of your second 2 hours, after kind of cleaning up and getting ready for bed, you guys all drift off to sleep to the quiet pattering of rain on the top of the canvas. And that is where we'll end this evening.
Woo!
Good cutoff point.
Yeah, I think that's a good cut off point.
Pip falling asleep.
A little bit of intrigue, a little bit of combat. I think it's a good session all in all.
A little bit of negotiating weirdly with a rat.
That's fair.
What do you mean?
I don't understand!
Still no romance.
You're a child!
I know. But I mean from anybody, there's still like no romance. Like there's no lovers that we've met on the road or something like that. Like
I mean, you guys did stop the festival, but you didn't spend much time to investigate what was going on, so if anything was going to be happening, it was going to be at that festival.
I'm an introvert.
me too. Not Pip. Pip is very much an extrovert.
That's right.
It's hard for an introvert to play an extrovert. Just saying.
Faye is definitely an introvert. I'm not
even gonna
stretching
try.
my brain.
So, anyway, thank you guys all for watching. Again, we're Arcadia RPG. We're watching the Forest and Field campaign. We thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome. We love seeing your stuff in
the chat, which we are.
I like it. We enjoy the chat, even though we don't always comment back. We really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Keep it up with the puns. I appreciate it, even if Brittany doesn't. You guys are awesome. We hope you have a great night. Stay safe, and we hope to see you back again here Monday night at 6:30.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. Tell your friends if you have them. Tell them to come check us out. We much appreciate it.
Tell the pigeons if you don't.
Tell pigeons if you don't. Tell your family. I don't care.
Tell anyone who will listen to you.
Post it all over the social media. Oh, by the way, I haven't had that on our page, but we do have social media accounts. We do have a Twitter, and we do have a
Facebook page.
A Facebook page. If you're so inclined on either of those social media sites, please go like us. It is much appreciated.
And it looks like we had someone just subscribe.
Ooh.
You are awesome. Thank you for the
Thanks.
subscription. You are amazing.
Zelash.
Yay!
Glad to have you here. So, thank you guys so much. We'll see you again next Monday night, and I hope you have a great night and a safe week. Thank you.
Night!